The United Kingdom is in crisis with this new socialist Labour government as the Prime Minister Keir Starmer has now come out to back blasphemy laws when it comes to Islam. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tousi and this is your latest update from British politics. The absolute insanity that is the Westminster bubble, where everything when it comes to politics is centralized in this country. A bunch of out-of-touch elitist idiots running the show, and now we have the new Prime Minister. He's not really new anymore. Keir Starmer planting a question during Prime Minister questions time, PMQs, about a few hours ago, to get one of his MPs, pro-Islamic MPs, to ask a question about blasphemy laws and the introduction of them. And he basically said, yeah, he's not going to rule it out. He's going to put it on the table. So we already have enough problems in this country. We already have anti-free speech laws in place. It's been in place for years and years. These are in the name of hate speech laws. We can't actually say everything. Now, we are reaching a new level. All right, let's talk about these interesting creatures in the Labour Party. Tahir Ali, the Member of Parliament for Birmingham Hall Green. He asked a question. Let's go to this quickly, and I'm going to show you the biggest problem.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. November marks Islamophobia Awareness Month. Last year, the United Nations Human Rights Council adopted a resolution condemning the desecration of religious texts, including the Quran, despite opposition from the previous government. Acts of such mindless desecration only serve to fuel division and hatred within our society. Will the Prime Minister commit to introducing measures to prohibit the desecration of all religious texts and the prophets of the Abrahamic religions?
Can I agree with him that desecration is awful and I think should be condemned across the House? We are, as I said before, Mr. Speaker, committed to tackling all forms of hatred and division, including, of course, Islamophobia in all of its forms. Thank you.
Here we go. We have it. Confirmed. Publicly announced in the House of Commons by planting a question. This is complete disgusting behaviour, by the way. Now, Madeline Grant from the Telegraph said something interesting. Does this MP, as in Tahir Ali, think that what happened to those boys at Kettlethorpe High School was okay and we should have more of it? Or the Batley schoolteacher who remains in hiding? Let's not forget, there is literally a teacher, was a teacher at the Batley school, this goes back now a few years now, who is still in hiding because he, obviously part of the teaching was about Muhammad and Islam and everything else, and the parents kicked off. The teacher is still in hiding. Now, over the last few months, there have been a lot of warnings about this, even before the election. Clearly, there's still a lot of people in this country who want to bury their heads in the sand when it comes to voting for the Labour Party. There was an article in Spiked, actually, done by Tim Black. Tim, on the 26th of February this year, wrote, Labour's Islamic blasphemy law. Outlawing Islamophobia would turn criticism of Islamic extremism into crime. And part of its article, when you go to it, it says, make no mistake, Islamophobia is an inherently dangerous concept. The term was first coined by the Runnymede Trust in 1997 to describe an unfounded hostility towards Islam. Since then, the idea of Islamophobia has done virtually nothing to tackle instances of anti-Muslim hatred, but it has served as a way to impede and restrict freedom of thought and speech. It acts effectively as a form of Islamic blasphemy law. That's the key point, because there is a difference between targeting random individuals because of their beliefs or views or ideologies and actually criticizing an ideology itself. They're not doing anything when it comes to the individuals being targeted, but you cannot criticize the book. You cannot criticize the text. That is the problem.